You don't lack talent. You don't lack intelligence. You don't lack potential. You lack belief. And that single gap is costing you years of your life. Not someday, not hypothetically, right now. How many times have you felt the pull to act and stopped? How many times have you known what to do and delayed? How many times have you waited for confidence to arrive before moving? Be honest. How many opportunities quietly died because you didn't think you were ready? And here's the uncomfortable part. What if the problem was never the world? What if it was never timing? What if it was never luck? What if it was the way you see yourself? But hold that thought. We're not answering that yet. There is a voice in your head. You know the one. It sounds reasonable. It sounds cautious. It sounds smart. But listen closely. It doesn't say, don't do it. It says, not yet. Not yet until you're more prepared. Not yet until you're more confident. Not yet until you're more qualified. And years pass. Why does that voice only speak when you're about to grow? Why does it disappear when you're wasting time? Why does doubt show up precisely when progress is possible? Ask yourself this. If you truly believed in yourself, would you hesitate this long? But don't answer. Not yet. You've been lied to. You were told confidence comes first. You were told belief is a prerequisite. You were told you need certainty before action. But look around. Who do you know that was confident before their first attempt? Who mastered anything without looking foolish at the start? Who waited for belief and somehow found it without moving? No one. So why are you different? Why do you demand perfection from yourself but allow excuses from others? Why do you measure your behind the scenes against someone else's highlight reel? Why do you expect clarity before commitment? And here's the real question. If confidence is required to start, where does confidence come from? Sit with that. Every time you doubt yourself, something is lost. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. A habit dies, a skill stagnates, a future version of you fades. You don't fail big, you shrink small, you choose comfort over growth, familiar over possible, safe over significant, and you call it patience. But is it patience or fear dressed up as wisdom? Think carefully. How many versions of your life have you already abandoned? How many paths did you never walk because you assumed they weren't for you? How many times did you settle for good enough because great felt unrealistic? And here's the part that hurts. No one stopped you. There is always a moment, a quiet one. It comes before the breakthrough, before the discipline, before the consistency. It's the moment where you decide how you see yourself, not publicly, privately, when no one is watching, when no one is applauding, when no one would even notice if you quit. That moment is happening more often than you realize. Right before you hit snooze, right before you scroll instead of work, right before you say, maybe tomorrow. And in that moment, a question is asked, not out loud, but deep inside. The question isn't, can I do this? The question isn't, what if I fail? The real question is quieter, more dangerous. What if I'm not enough? That question has shaped your decisions, your relationships, your ambitions. It's why you overthink, why you hesitate, why you wait for permission. But here's something strange. You never question whether you're enough to doubt yourself. You never question whether you're enough to quit. You never question whether you're enough to stay stuck. So why question whether you're enough to try? Hold that. We're getting close now. Look at your past, not your failures, your evidence. You survived things you thought would break you. You adapted when you had no plan. You learned when you were unprepared, yet somehow you still question yourself. Why? Because belief was never built intentionally. It was left to chance, and chance is unreliable. Belief isn't a feeling, it's a decision repeated daily. But that still doesn't explain everything. One final piece is missing. Here it is. The reason you don't believe in yourself is not because you failed. It's because you keep waiting for proof before acting. But belief doesn't come from proof. Proof comes from action. You don't believe and then move. You move, and belief catches up. Every step taken without certainty builds it. Every action despite doubt strengthens it. Every time you show up anyway, you vote for yourself. Believing in yourself is not thinking you'll win. It's deciding you're worth showing up for even if you don't. That's it. That's the shift. Stop asking if you believe in yourself. Ask this instead. Will you act as someone who does? And then move.